Life is quick and you end up here. So basically, you have one life to live. Live it. Welcome to the medieval town of Sighișoara. Well, I'm starting my afternoon walking through some construction here. I'm going to head to this mountain, go all the way up to the top here, because apparently there's a view of the town from above. So apparently it rained this morning, so the humidity is out and it is crazy, but this is the top of the hill. There is a resort slash hotel. And there is the medieval city of Sighișoara. So I don't have a host with my visit here, and there was no available hostel, so I actually booked an apartment. And I don't know if we're going to see it, but I'm buried in the woods up here by the cathedral on the right side somewhere. That's where I'll be staying for a couple of nights. On the top of this mountain they also have Adventureland, which is a high rope course. And they have adventure golf. As I work my way down the hill, you can see the new part of the city a couple kilometers away from the old town. Welcome to the Holy Trinity Church. I'm currently walking around the outside of the town. I'm obviously going to leave the old town till the end, but as you can see, the hill here with the cathedral, my home that I'm staying in, is somewhere up here, and I think it is that red roof building. This is totally going to be a Dracula town at night. I am looking forward to it. I hope none of these vampires roll out of bed when they're sleeping. It's a long ways down. This building here on the right is the very old and very abandoned courthouse. If there's one thing I notice the most in Eastern Europe, all of the countries, especially Bulgaria, Romania, which I've just done, is the amount of friggin' cars. Doesn't matter where you are, the tiniest little medieval town, every photo I try and take, there's a car in the picture. You try and cross the street, there's a car honking at you. Way too many cars in our world. There's a beautiful picture of some colored houses with a whole bunch of cars in the way and another one driving by. Oh my God, they never stop. Before I get deeper into this amazing looking medieval town, it's time to take this stairway all the way up into the hills to find my room. I'm somewhere on the other side of that tower, up these stairs. Oh boy. So the name of my apartment rental is actually Medieval 2023. That's what they've named it. So let's see how medieval it is when I get there. Down that street is one of the main squares, and up at the top where I am, I have to actually go through this tunnel full of hundreds of stairs to the top where my room is. 1642. What? So this wooden tunnel, that's what I'm going to call it, has hundreds of stairs going all the way up to the giant cathedral at the top. Well, I think I'm about halfway. Wow, this is a very old, historic, ancient, and cool tunnel. It took a little time to find my building. It is number 1, but there is no number on the building. This is it here. There is a restaurant at the front. This is my side door. Welcome to my medieval room. It's not really medieval, but it is kind of like, you know, grandparent style. I've got the very old fireplace in the corner here. That will create a lot of heat in the winter, but I definitely don't need that with the humidity. And they've actually put a brand new bathroom in here. Fancy shower, as usual, no shower curtain. In Eastern Europe, everywhere I go, you always get the floor wet. Drives me absolutely crazy. Ah. As long as there is no ghosts at night, I should be okay. Looks like a comfy bed. So I'm all checked into my room. Let's go do a little evening exploring. Sighișoara is a very small town, so a lot of the stuff you're going to see tonight in this video, we're also going to see tomorrow during the day. For example, this bootmaker's tower. To enter the old city by vehicle, there's actually only one way to get in. I looked at my map numerous times, and it is this tower right here where this vehicle is coming. It's called the Taylor's Tower. And again, this entire village is elevated. It is quite a ways up on the hill. Lots of walking paths and stairs going in and out, but the only way to enter it with a vehicle in and out is through this gate right here. This is an amazing little garden. Enter the garden you always dreamed about. Good afternoon. It is a beautiful day for exploring. Let's go. Welcome to the top of the hill. There is a school, which is this building here, and then also the Hill Church. This is the highest point in the city of Sighișoara. Here's a little information on the cathedral. Built in 1429, and they call it On the Hill. Appropriate name. This here is the Rope Maker's Tower. I spoke to some locals yesterday, and I guess the coolest part about this medieval city is that it's still alive, meaning these buildings aren't just museums like most cities, but people are actually living in here. There is a gentleman living in this tower who's actually a rope maker. So the church, the towers, there are people living in them, still doing the jobs today. Welcome to the cemetery. As you saw earlier in the video, I was at the back side of the cemetery, and it's built on a massive incline. So the cemetery and the tombstones go way down the hill. I think the reason I love cemeteries so much is the meaning of life, for me, is quite obvious when I come to a place like this. These 6 burial grounds give you kind of an example of what I'm talking about. This one here is super old. Maybe 1 or 2 people visit. This one here is very old, and as you can tell, I don't think anyone's visiting. And this one here, well, doesn't really exist anymore. And such is life when generations die off. There's no one to come visit you. There might not even be a meaning to all of this, as you can see by this one here and this one over here. Life is quick and you end up here. So basically, you have one life to live. Live it. So I might as well let you know now, if you have bad ankles, bad feet, bad knees, if you're in a wheelchair, then this is not the town for you to visit. I have walked on a lot of cobblestone around Europe and Eastern Europe, and some of it's flat squares like this stuff in the middle. But this city has been, or this town has been the most difficult thing I've ever walked around in. I've been tripping and falling and banging on rocks. These are big round rocks, as you can see. So if you're coming and you have any issues physically, be careful. Do not bring a wheelie bag suitcase. Only bring a backpack. Here is a good city map to show you pretty much what I've been doing the last few days. So I started on this side of the river, explored a little bit of this, came across the bridge, walked around and did all of the external part here. Then I came up the stairs, and let's see if I zoom in here. Here's the long tunnel that goes to the top. Here's the church on the top with the cemetery I just went through, and I'm now exploring all of this old town here on the hill. And I'm currently over here at the main gate to enter the city. So that gives you an idea of Old Town Sighișoara. Oh yeah, by the way, if you don't like tourists, then you probably don't want to come here in the summer because they are non-stop. As you can see with this row coming from a bus, they just keep coming and coming and coming. One thing you will notice when exploring the town is not only are a lot of the houses built up against the fortified wall, but they're actually built into the wall. This has a private little door on the side here, and as you can see, built inside the wall there is a window. So there's part of the house that is actually inside the wall. I'm now taking a small stroll on the outside of the wall, on the outside of the old town. I need a little bit of a break from the thousands of old tourists. I know I'm a tourist too, but oh my lord, there's a lot of them here. So I'm going to show you a little bit from the outside and then head back in. You can see the cars driving on the street below. This will give you an idea of the height of this old city. You actually walk up these stairs here, and boom, there's the wall and one of the towers, so it is quite a ways up. Pitofi Sandor, which translates into Elvis Presley. I was here last night. This is the Bootmaker's Tower. Let's go up and take a tiny view. Like I said earlier, people are living in these towers, living in these buildings. The door to this tower actually has a sign. No visit, piss off. From this angle here, you can actually see the restaurant that I visited on my first day, way up there on the hill, which is above the train station. I'm walking on the outside of the wall again, and that old building you see above is the City Hall. This is the backside of City Hall. I just found my favorite view in the entire city. This one right here. This city is definitely a wow on my list. I don't often talk about pricing, but just to let you know, this city, this town is double the cost of any city I visited so far in Romania. A shawarma, for example, which I'm having right now, is 15 or 17 lei in all the other cities, and is 30 lei here. So everything in this town is double. I had a pasta dinner last night, and it was double or triple what it is in other cities. Just to let you know. But I must say, I do like the bathrooms that are in this shawarma place. Very cool, especially this one. This building here is the Ironsmiths Tower. I am now walking behind the City Hall building, and this is the view. Welcome to the front of City Hall. Now for the highlights, we have the main square and the main center of the town. Welcome to the main square. And now for my number one. So looking at these ornaments and this clock, I'm assuming back in the day when it worked, when the clock rang, bing bing, I think these guys did a little dance, turned around and moved. Very similar to the one that is in Prague.
But